Hello and welcome, my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read. For this full moon in Cancer, your full moon for the year to the new moon next in Capricorn, December into January 2021. We made it. Oh, to the end of this year. Good Goddess Almighty. Here we are. I am your reader, Mark-Angela Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark-Angela Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome back, my crab cakes, my crablets, making a lot of Cancerian friends, both locally here in Long Island, New York, meeting my crablets, as well as around the world. Very, very happy to help you out and have you along, my Cancerian subscribers. Thank you so very much. Let's get down to business. This is a What Do I Need read, an 8-card draw, 8 different decks, 1 card each. Clues, tips, and hints about what you need for this waning moon, going from the Cancerian full moon on the 29th of December, 5:28 a.m. That's a little bit early, so we'll be doing something the night before here on the channel, most likely. I'll be back from my traveling by then, seeing family and all of that. It's just 4 of us. We've all been quarantining just so that we can spend a few days together at the holidays up in Saratoga. So we're looking at the waning moon from new to the full moon in Capricorn on the 13th of January 2021, and I believe it hits at midnight Eastern time. All times are Eastern if it's my channel, because I'm in New York. Don't make me do math. Other than that, let's keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what does not. All the decks that I'm reading are in the description box all the way at the bottom, and I think that's about it. Focus on your breath. Check your other reads, because it really does seem like your sun sign is going to get one situation, your moon sign might get the same situation, but from a different point of view, right? More from the lunar than the solar, and of course your Venus and your rising signs are going to do that too. So let's get up in this gig, stay in the present moment, focus on your breath, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know the deal. Let's do this. Breathe. My collective pantheons. Here we go, of angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, I need 1 card in clarity from the Caroline Myss archetype deck. What is the dominant archetype that the Cancerian collective is dealing with within themselves, within another, within a situation, all of that, some of that, for this full moon in Cancer, their full moon to the new moon next in Capricorn, December and January 2020. Oh, well, 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 an archetype I am very familiar with. You got the mystic archetype, divine family, as well as I believe it splits. It is a split between the divine family and the wisdom family, the mystic archetype. I mean, it sounds pretty, right? Like mystic pizza, right? Oh, mystic crystal revelation, but it is a path of blood, sweat, and tears of divine power and wisdom. Trust me, I'm a mystic. Oy, the shadow attribute, delusional rapport with the divine. And boy, ain't we seen that on the planet, right? It's a thing on Heaven's Gate on Netflix. I'm like, I'm going to pass on that. But that's a perfect example, right, of delusional rapport with the divine. Eat your pudding. No, don't eat your pudding. The light attribute revels in intimate union with the divine. And sweetheart, I live for that. Like, no matter what's going on in the outside world, I get myself up to that 8th chakra, right? Over the head. Commune with the divine. Revels. You revel in intimate union with the divine. It's a love that just blows everything else out of the water and does recharge your chakric batteries if you want to go there. So whether this is you, another person who is more mystical than not, I mean, I think it would be noticeable to an extent, but it can be that you are in a divine mystery this full moon to new moon next as well, and it's a waning moon, so that could be a little on the tricky side, right? So let's see, what is the angel that you need to work with? You need to alchemize that mystic archetype somehow. Let's see which healing angel from the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue this has to say you need. Breathe. My angels of water in the sign of Cancer, the Gabrielites, please, 1 card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Whoa, see, I got distracted by the pretty blue angels of the Gabrielites. Please, what is the healing angel the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs most needs to work with, call in, pray to, implement, study, research, whatever. This full moon in Cancer, their full moon of the year, to new moon next in Capricorn, December and January 2020. Why do we do it? Power, right? So there is a power thing here. Now, I would think with the mystic power, right? Archetypes are all about power. The lead and the gold, the shadow and the light. Waning moon, you want to burn off 3 of the atoms in lead to make it gold. Isn't that funny that lead would have 3 more than gold? Gold is healing and more valuable, and lead is toxic, deadly, right? And an insulator. So we're looking at a power dynamic here, really about mystical power. Now, the thing about mystical power, it is a mystery. That's where the word kind of shares the root, right? Something secret, something hidden, but something divine. So it's not just someone's keeping a secret from you or you don't know what to do. You might have no idea what power you have here in this situation, but I have a feeling you're gonna find out. Now, like I said, we have 8 cards that are going to hit my lovely little coffee table here. We've got 3 healing systems, 3 oracles, and 2 tarot. We've already got 1 healing system. Yay, I caught it. It glitched, but I caught it and was able to resume. Yay. So as I was saying, 8 cards. We've got 1 of our healing systems out. We've got the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Let's do our second of the 3 oracles, the Crystal Oracle. Tony Carmine Salerno picked this one up, as I do most of my decks now, in Saratoga Springs at the Magic Moon. And we visit family. And Veronica, the owner, is just a real trooper, and I love her. She's my sister. I love her. So, the Crystal Oracle, dedicated to Archangel Ariel, my personal archangelic lineage, because she's the Archangel of Lyons, and I'm Archangel of Lyons. What are you going to do? You take your clues, your tips, your hints, where you get them throughout your lifetime. So let's ask her, what's the crystal oracle you need? Either what's written in the book, the stone itself, maybe both, right? Some of these are easy to get, like amethyst and citrine and stuff, and some of these I ain't never heard of before. And it's very deep. I was like, oh, this is cute. Let's try it out. I'm like, wow. Here we go. Breathe. Archangel Ariel. My beloved archangel, my archangelic lineage, please 1 card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What is it that they need? The stone, the energy of the stone, the message that comes with the stone in the little bookie book for this new moon, full moon in Cancer. Wow, it's a new moon next in Capricorn, December and January 2020, please. Whether it's what's in the book, the stone itself, all of that, some of that, what is the crystal they most need, crystal gem mineral they most need to work with this full moon to new moon next? Carnelian. There we go. Easy to find. I have a piece of carnelian in my pocket right now, so to speak. So not hard, not a hard thing to find. You can use a chip. You could use a they don't come in clusters, carnelian, that I'm aware of. You know what I mean? Like you get a big old honking something, or, you know, an earring or something. I mean, I love carnelian. Carnelian, the key words: healing, creativity, energy, calmness, grounding, and stability. Though I use it as a 2nd chakra stone, of course, that creativity, but also for healing sexuality. I've used that. That's why it's like whatever your crystal gem mineral knowledge experiences, work with that. This is like yeah, you need to work with carnelian. This wonderful crystal offers you protection and healing. It will help dissolve the sadness you have recently experienced, as well as calm your thoughts and ease your anxiety. Well, that's cool. It sounds like crystal Xanax. I'm down for that. Although I haven't taken Xanax in over a decade. Carnelian will also help you express your emotions and stimulate your creativity. Now, look, Cancerians, I'm not saying you're not emotional, but expressing them? My mother's a Cancerian. She's a mystery still to this day. I love her. Can't wait to see her. You are encouraged to take up a creative pursuit or hobby at this time. Well, that's cool. Start to express yourself in whatever way you choose, without judgment. Working with color will be especially helpful at the moment, for color can also help to stabilize and heal your emotions. Oh, it's very appropriate for a Cancerian. Over the coming days, you will begin to feel a renewed sense of peace, joy, and wonderment for life. Give thanks for the wondrous blessings you are receiving. See, and the wondrous blessings you are receiving are directly connected to this mystic power thing. So it would make sense that the carnelian would help you heal, help you express yourself emotionally. I mean, second chakra ain't no joke. No chakra is a joke, mind you. But the second chakra is money, creativity, sexuality, support, right? Like I got lower back issues going on. So of course I go right to second chakra work, right? Work from the inside out. Pisces moon that I am. Oh, the moon going into Pisces today. Good God, help us all. So let's keep going. This is making sense, but there's great creative power here for you, but it's mystical creative power, or you're involved with a mystic in some way, right? Where the creativity is moving. And certainly as a mystic, my collaborators, they deal with me as a mystic. It's not that I'm unreliable. It's just that not even I know what's going to happen on the path, even though I'm a brilliant, clairvoyant, intuitive, and empath. Let's get you some tarot. Here we go. The narrative, the tarot narrative, inner and outer. Daughters of the moon for the inner, heart, third eye, crown, the personal world, the divine, feminine, whatever you want to call it. The mythic tarot. You got the sun on the bottom. That's nice. The mythic will be the lower three chakras, the external world, right? Root, sacrum, solar plexus, the yang force. You'll see how it rolls. Breathe. My goddesses of Cancer. And the sign of water, Hestia, Hera, and Hecate, in particular, my three goddesses that share the throne of Cancer. Three phases of the moon, Virgin, Queen, and Crone. Please, one card in clarity for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This full moon in Cancer, a high holy day for them, to the waxing moon, to the new moon in Capricorn, January 2020. Please, what do they need to be aware of inside of themselves, to embrace, to deal with, to heal, to wane, to let go of? And it did say in that card of Carnelian that there was a releasing of sadness. So what's going on inside of them that they need to be aware of? I'll take that. I will take that. I very rarely take flippers, but it's your card. It's the moon card. I will take that. So I would say inside of you, yes, there may be many emotions inside of you that don't make sense at this time, right? The card of the moon is often about, and I love this word, occlusion. Something's occluded. It's cloudy, right? Like my couch. It's very comfy, but I gotta make this thing more symmetrical. I'll put some pillows up for the next reading. It's fine. It's not symmetrical. But it is that, like, maybe you're used to a certain balance, symmetry, and order in your life, but when you get thrown into a mystery, when something mystical happens, everybody has mystical experiences every now and again. It's just what you do with them, right? Can you surrender your control to faith? And emotionally, you feel different ways about this. Now I'm going to say any more challenging emotions, let them come up. Mother them like children, like the emotions themselves. Think of them as children that need to be heard and loved and embraced. And chances are, if you've been going through some scary shit this year, this might be a backlog where your nervous system is inflamed, right? So what's the best way to relax the nervous system, right? Go within. But also express yourself, creative project. If you are angry, if it's that kind of energy of fire more than water, though I'm not getting that, though carnelian definitely feels more like a firestone. There's a private joke there. Then know that your creative process will give that fire some direction. But the moon inside of you, you might be like, I don't know what this feeling is, right? So it's mystical. You may not know what it is you're feeling. There is a thing called an emotional superstate, where two opposing emotions collide, like joy and sorrow. I've had that happen. And it's very confusing. I don't think you're at that place, but it is a mystical experience. It's an implosion of emotional duality. So if that's going on for you, you're not going crazy. You're just having a mystical experience. And don't try and explain it to anybody unless they know the language, so to speak. But your own creative process could be very helpful here, very therapeutic, right? This feels like a heal thyself kind of deal. And I don't really feel like you're dealing with another mystic. And if you are, there is some sort of partnership collaboration there, particularly because of the second chakra reference that comes with carnelian, right? But it's power. Why do I do it? Power. What's this look like on the outside? Let's find out. Breathe. my collective gods, my gods, the divine masculine, the divine yang, the yang force. Please, for my Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, what does this look like on the outside for them? This Cancerian full moon to Capricorn, new moon next December, January 2020. They got the mystic on the table with power. They need to alchemize the mystic. And they need to call upon the angel of healing power, healing their own power here, which feels like creative power, right? There's a healing that's going on here, and that healing has to do with something with the moon inside of them. It's a major arcana card. Very well could be feeling, oh, if you're empathic, I've never met a Cancerian who wasn't, you might be really feeling other people's stuff, and it is a mystery. Well, why am I feeling this way? It's because it's not yours, but you might be in the vibrational vicinity to be empathing other people's stuff so that it can be healed through you, and you're helping them heal, even if they don't know you and you don't know them. So what does this look like on the outside, please? My gods of water in the sign of Cancer, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. What does this look like? Lower three chakras, yang force with that card of the moon, Page of Cups, self-reflection. Sure, a message may be coming in of emotion. Pages are certainly about messages, regardless of the form of the messenger. But if we were to see this from the outside looking in, it might be that you're doing what? Self-reflection. This is Narcissus. Not to be confused with the Malfoy, but that thing of, I mean, read the myth of Narcissus. Really, you don't want to turn down a goddess or a nymph because they will turn your shit into a flower that bends over the water, right? So it's that thing of self-reflection, new forms of self-love available for you. Now, that could be somebody else in your life bringing that forth, or at least giving you messages, or like I'm giving you messages of self-love right in this moment. But you want to keep an eye on this. Remember, it's a waning moon, and you're a moon sign, so this could get very emotional for you. And even said in that card of Carnelian that there's some sadness. So we've got one healing system, two oracles, two tarot. Let's do our our second healing system. Actually, these next two are healing systems. The Chuck Spezzano Love Pack from the Ascended Masters will be speaking through that, and the healing mantra deck as well. Breathe. Yeah, my Ascended Masters, please. One card in clarity for the Cancerian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video. What is the piece of luck that they need to be aware of so that they can take advantage of it? Or the piece of healing that's right in front of them or inside of them that they need to implement, right? They need to acknowledge and implement, or the piece of grace that's permeating this situation that they are unaware of. And it would be surprising if it was a grace card with that mystical thing. Grace is a mystical substance. Go read Defying Gravity. Defying Gravity from Carolyn Mace. Or what is the piece of the problem that they need to address and solve? This full moon in Cancer, their full moon to new moon next in Capricorn, December, January 2020. Please, my Ascended Master, just leave the one card in my hand that they most need. And we've got, interesting. I don't think it's the interpretation you think, but maybe it is for some of you. The healing card, healing suit of commitment. Now, commitment to who? Commitment to what? I gotta say, this feels very internal. It feels like commitment to your healing, commitment to your mystical path. And let me clarify, there's a difference between mystical and spiritual. Everything's spiritual because everything's spirit, right? But mystical involves the divine, and usually an indirect way, but nonetheless, something you can't put your finger on, but maybe you're feeling, and you can't quite, what is this feeling? So sudden and new. Oh, God, I just wicketed us. This is a healing card, though, so I would say this is about commitment to your healing. I'm not saying you're not committed, but there's great power there. So renew your commitment, right? I am going to heal this no matter what it takes, and whatever the angels, the gods, the Ascended Master, the higher selves, whatever the mystical brings to me, I am going to commit to investigating it, to be like a spiritual detective on the mystical path. That's fun for a Cancerian. So obviously your intuition is a big part of this, but if you've got upper chakra emotions clouding the guidance of turn left, turn right, do this, don't do that, then really that carnelian card and that creative expression is going to help purge a lot of that, particularly if it's anger or sadness, right? Like anger, that red, and sadness, that blue, right? You know, just kind of bring those up, out, and through you in whatever way, shape, or form suits. 2 cards left. We've got the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, and I absolutely love and adore this deck as a personal healing system. So our last of the 3 healing systems, let's see what the Ascended Masters say your mantra is that you need, right? What do I need, Reed? Alrighty, my Ascended Masters, I feel you, hearing you loud and clear. The cards seem not to. There we go. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video from this full moon in Cancer, their full moon of the year, to new moon next in Capricorn, January 2020. They got the Mystic on the table with the Angel of Power, the Stone Carnelian, Yemaya, the Moon on the inner, Page of Cups, Narcissus on the outer, and the Ascended Masters, you said that they need the healing of commitment and the commitment of healing in some way, shape, or form. So please, what is their perfect mantra to help them heal from the Healing Mantra deck this full moon to new moon next? Embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. I'm going to have it tattooed in Sanskrit backward on my forehead so I can read it in the mirror. These aren't affirmations, right? These aren't affirmations. They're mantras you work on. The word mantra means mind tool because it's Sanskrit. It has other meanings. It also means to cover or to protect. So I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Not saying like this might be about self-worth, obviously. I mean, it's sort of said right there, right? Embracing worthiness. But there might be a new sense of worthiness here is what I'm getting. One that might have been a mystery before, like hidden away until you were ready. Sort of like a time release mechanism, right? And it's interesting that creativity of the yang, of the carnelian, right, is going to really help you with this sense of worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. When worthiness dawns, you know that life has a bigger plan in store, because it do. And that's the mystical divine plan, right? You don't know what it is, but you know that life has a bigger plan in store for you. You're able to navigate the highs and lows of each moment, aware of a greater cosmic force at play. You could say mystic force at play. Worthiness grants you permission to honor all that you are and moves you in the direction that fulfills your deepest passions. And I think that's that power with that carnelian. It's just occluded. It's mysterious. It's not so crystal clear for you. This mantra is ideal for feeling more joy. Couldn't use that. Working through creative blocks. I wonder if that has something to do with that power and that carnelian stone there, and helping the body heal. That's pretty, that's mint. We've been listening to 80s playlists on YouTube again. Oh my God, that's so mint. 1983. Okay, last card down. Voices of the higher selves of all involved. Honestly, I'm not really seeing anybody else here except you and the divine. Like, you know, it can be, like I said, the archetype of the mystic, you, somebody else, or the situation, any of that, all of that. So that may be revealed as you go. Like if you run into a mystic, and that doesn't necessarily mean face to face. Like, it's 111. It's all one. Like maybe a book comes to you, or a video, or something nice that triggers this healing, or this piece of information that you need in terms of mystical experience. So, higher selves of all involved. One card in clarity, a whisper of love. What is the piece of information, inspiration, or insight most needed for the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this full moon in Cancer, their full moon of the year to new moon next in Capricorn, December into January 2021. So Cancerian, listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you but you need to listen with a loving heart. And I feel like what's being said to you is coming from above, vertically, not horizontally. Listen with your heart. It's almost a lyric from the heart. Yeah, Magic Man is one of my theme songs from them. Thank you very much. Try to understand. Just try to understand. Try to understand. I'm a Magic Man with this ICK. This is a very, very interesting read because this has to do with like trusting your own power and using your creativity, your own voice to listen to your creative voice and give it expression, because there is worthiness here. And that thing of feeling worthiness, filling every cell of your body. And I will say, I've used this mantra many times before. Takes a while. Takes, a while. It doesn't instantly take you to the top of the mountain. It takes practice, one step at a time. So let's put it all together for you in a little prayer, blessing thingy, hoo-ha, doo-dah. Breathe. I love this part. Please. May the Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this full moon to new moon next, that they may get carnelian vibe in their life in some way, shape, or form, helping them heal their emotions, their creativity, allowing them to express themselves, resolving some sadness they might have had with them as they listen to their heart from the divine, and maybe even from others that they're listening, but to listen with their heart, to understand that people are where they are, including themselves, and they can only rise as high as they can in their understanding, and it is a journey. And certainly they need to embrace the feelings that are going on inside of them as Cancers. They're probably used to that by now, but understanding that it might be empathic. 2% of it might be their emotion, the other 98% might be global. That they may embrace worthiness, filling every cell of their body so they feel amazing, and calling upon the angel of power to help them heal this creative power, this empathic power, this mystical power, building ever stronger within them so that they can make a healthy commitment to their healing and heal their commitments to the divine as they self-reflect with that Page of Cups, alchemizing the mystic from that delusional thing to reveling in the intimate union with the divine, which is one of my favorite things to do. And by the way, my mother is calling right now. The Cancerian mother is calling. I will call you back, Mom. I can't pick up the phone right now, but I will. Oh, I can't wait to see her. Oh my God, we're having the Sicilian fish on Christmas Eve and then a ham on Christmas Day. I'm so psyched. Anyway. I love you guys so much. May you be blessed with all that you need this full moon to new moon next. So mote it be. If there was something that you liked here, hit the like button. If it made sense to you. You want more? Subscribe. You want to know when I'm putting stuff out? Hit the notification bell, and please comment, because I am a mystic, and if you need a reading, I'm really easy to find. I mean, yes, you can go through my website and all that. You can send me an email, but sometimes things go to spam. So find me on Facebook, on social media. We will work it out, and particularly on Facebook Messenger. You can pay me there. We can do it just like this, except I do it from my desk. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed moon hugs, crab hugs, clickety click, click, click. Hail. Farewell, my crab cakes. I love you. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.